about making small adjustments that would make a big difference. Was it those small adjustments that made the difference last night?
No, it was just raw energy. That's all there was to it. We tried to do some things that would be adjustments, but they weren't necessary.
It was almost as though your team played with a sense of anger or a chip on its shoulder.
Oh, no doubt about that.
So could Kobe have the same impact on Westbrook now that the element of surprise is kind of out?
Well, they'll have an adjustment period to try and do some things that are different. Screen rolls, whatever, that might come out of that, but, we'll have to be prepared.
Did you wait until last night's game just to, make sure that Kobe had enough energy, or was that something they planned late into the
No,
series?
when we came in on Tuesday, or on Monday, did our work on Monday, he'd asked me about that. So, we had a day to think about it.
Did you think he was ready for the that kind of assignment?
Oh, well, we've talked about it and thought about it for, 5 games now. So, the 5th game we did it, but, it's something that, he could help out defensively in games 1 and 2, and he was able to do some slough defense off on his guy and try and help out other people in areas that were needed. And this is an idea that we better have this particular aspect done right away, pronto, because Westbrook was overrunning our team.
So what has to happen for Andrew to be able to sustain the kind of impact he had last night more specifically?
Well, some of it's just the amount of minutes, just playing him in 5-6 minute shifts. I think that helps him out a little bit. Then he can run hard and push himself through that. He's not quite back in game condition yet, so he's still working into what he's capable of doing in short minutes.
How do you assess the progress he's been making with that in terms of his conditioning?
Well, this year is a big step forward.
With the difficulty that you've had down there the last couple of times you've been there, how tough will it be to maintain the edge, the anger from last night's game into Game 6?
Oh, you have to rebuild all that momentum. As we can see, home court holds a lot of sway in this series, and we have to go with a certain sense of mentality, an armor about us that we have a ability to withstand whatever rushes they make or whatever adjustments they make.
Bill, you were in that series in 1973 when Havlicek played with his left arm. Obviously, Kobe's a lot sounder than that, but is there something common there, that great players can figure out a way that he's got so much speed?
They're just to help, to be capable of helping their team regardless of what their position is, I think is really important. And Kobe's been trying to do that, and obviously, it's not about scoring; it's about playing the game.
You guys were able to create a lot of good space in interior passing because of that. What accounts for the space that you were able to create?
Well, it's the aggression that we had. Some of it's the fact that they missed shots. So, we were able to push the ball from missed shots, which is a lot easier than taking it out of bounds or being on a free throw line and have to generate the energy in the court, taking it down the court. So those things help a lot.
Bill, just as a matter of practical playing basketball, how can Kobe, if he can't explode off of his leg as usual can, how can he play a blur like Westbrook? Has he still got his quickness? Just not.
Well, Westbrook takes vaults of, he vaults to the hoop in like a daring display of the energy. A lot of that has to do with being fearless. And you saw when Kobe came at him on the fast break or open opportunity he had on the floor. He had to have a little bit of judgment that he felt might have to change that up a little bit. And he's trying to keep him off balance in the half-court areas like that, so he doesn't quite know where he can get his point of entry or his liftoff point to go into crash the boards or go in to take the ball over.
Going back to your comment, Coach, what creates that raw energy? Is it a collective agreement? Is it coaching motivation? What generates that?
I wish it was coaching motivation. Just give credit for it. I've been harping these guys for 4 months or 3 months this year about being able to build that. There's a sense of your back against the wall mentality that they felt not only their back was against the wall, but also the idea that they weren't as bad a team as they showed up on Saturday night. I think they could play a lot better than that.
So how much did the increased energy have to do with improving ball movement, which was just so much better?
That was important, but I think the initial stuff came from penetration. You know, and then the ball was moved. The guys, you know, challenged their defense, made their defense collapse. Then the ball was moved. Then they had to, you know, move themselves or be a little bit scattered to find the man.
Was the dribble penetration, was that a conscious thing, like a game plan, or just how it
Yeah, it was. We
as opposed to interior, like lobbing it in or something like that?
yeah.
What, based on how they're defending you, or?
They overhelp. I mean, they're a very conscious team about middle penetration, and you know, so when the ball goes below the free throw line, especially off the dribble, there's a lot of guys trying to cover, and sometimes their whole team will be in the painted area. So, you know, we check that, and then we got the movement behind that.
So you guys were finally able to turn the fast break balance in your favor. You talked about it before the game, just guys getting back, but the offensive balance. Was that energy too, or was that, you think it was execution on your part to?
We got guys back. They made some mistakes with the basketball, which they hadn't before. We got runouts because of that. In the process, when you miss a transition opportunity, you're probably going to get run on, and that's one of the laws almost of this game. And so that aided our fast break opportunities.